Hello and welcome to Primordial Harmony, a heavily modified run-through of Wizards of the Coast's Prince of the Apocalypse adventure module. This is session 16, and I am your host and DM, Mike, and I am joined by...
Hey, I'm Nyx. I play Ilaria. She's a ranger wood elf, and she's got a nice little panther pet named Laura.
Hi there, I'm Brittany. I play Carahill, who is a tiefling monk.
Hi, I'm Kitties, and I play the illustrious Hum, who is a gnome bard.
Hey, name's Miles. I play Tadias Adnoff, a Asimar Seeker, and I am a tech disappointment, I believe.
Shit happens.
Hey, I'm
Shit
Justin.
has
I play Zachario Vitalis, Fire Genasi fighter. My family has been taken away from me. My only true friend in the world is a shovel.
And a little small squish of water and a dog.
Yes. Well, the dog we gave away. I miss it.
Yeah.
Cue Hum crying. When we last left the Excavators, after sweeping through the Clear Currents building, our party returned to the lobby to find Kalazan interacting with and studying Squirt. After sadly informing Kalazan of the necessity of destroying the water elementals, the group exited the building to awaiting Marshal Gorbash. Gorbash implied that one of the reasons the militia had so much trouble was the resistance of the elementals to their mundane weaponry. He went on to explain that newer versions of the elemental rosin, such that could empower their weapons with an arcane force, were in development in one of the elemental guilds, one that had little presence in the public eye. This gave the party pause, as they had recently found a strange version of the elemental rosin in the possession of water cultists. Ultimately, the Excavators decided that intrigue would have to wait. Zachario's family was still in danger, and time was of the essence. With little delay, the party took to collecting their water elemental propulsor from the owner of Clear Currents, Dugan McAble. The party got a cart for their massive device from the Wayshield's headquarters and hid the device in the attached shed, with the intent of staying another night in Force Stride before heading out. In the wee hours of the morning, while Hum was checking up on Illyria at her and her brother's place, they heard a ruckus outside and saw a water cult fanatic bursting open a device containing a water elemental, freeing it and goading it into begin wreaking havoc on the nearby flat. Illyria, Valora, and Hum jumped into action along with an on-duty militia corporal. They knocked the cultist flat on his back and destroyed the elemental before it could harm the occupants of the flat. The militiamen, thankful for their help, took the cultists to the citadel. The next morning, the party met up. Hum and Illyria related the events of the previous night to the party, and made clear their intent to question the fanatic in the citadel. Meanwhile, Tadias bought a draft meal for the cart. Much to Hum's chagrin, the fanatic managed to take his own life in his cell, so the party was left with little to do but make their way back to Rollid. They returned to find Lanad in his warehouse, finishing up a boat just for the party as they arrived, and then installing the water elemental propulsor onto it. The party passed the night, and in the morning, disembarked toward what must be the Isle of Bayrock Heap. We resume our story with the party in a deep fog, being approached by what must be a crushing wave cultists. How you guys doing?
Sounds really exciting.
We need more dun 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 duns in the background all the time.
Dun dun dun! Hello!
Well, I got something a little bit better for that. So, roll initiative.
It would help if I had my token before I did that.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to find.
I
There
was
we
doing all the things, changing the name, pressing the button.
go. Thank you for reminding me to change my name.
Ah!
I'll take that 23.
Crazy.
Oh, I pressed that token.
I am the swiftest of fighters.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll just reroll. I don't want to be 20 anyway.
You can just
If you
edit it.
re-roll, you can just edit it.
Did you edit it?
Oh, I guess I will.
I got you. Alright.
Alright, I'm not.
Okay. So let me move this out for the stream. You see them coming out at you from the fog, just piercing or just getting into your view. They're that far away. What do you do? Tadias is in control of the boat right now.
I look back and tell Tadias, slow down! And I ready my crossbow.
Okay. This guy, seeing you, he points out toward you and he says something, but you can't seem to make it out from where you are. But the bandits all level their crossbows toward your direction, and he... He points his nasty finger. Whoa, that's the draw button. I don't want that. That doesn't happen. Oh yeah. Just enough range. A stream of blue light races toward Carahill. Actually, do you guys want to set up how you think you'd be on the boat? Because I didn't give you.
I pretty much have to be where I am.
Sure. I can guarantee you I'd be like, if I can, be standing on the very front of it.
Okay.
I like where I am too.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
Me too.
Whenever you're not commanding her, by the way, Illyria, Valora is kind of under the benches of this boat. Kind of like... But, Zachariel, you are taking this attack. It's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And hits for 6 necrotic damage. As this gnarly hand sort of grasps you. The spectral hand. Carahill, it's your turn.
Is there a con save?
Nope.
With that?
Nope.
Okay.
It's an attack roll. It's a chill touch.
Okay. I thought there was a con save.
No. Nope. Carahill.
Alright. How far away are they?
From you, they are about 100 feet.
Alright. Great, I have a long bow. Oh, no, I have a short bow. Then I will ready my short bow in case they come within 80 feet.
Okie doke. Readies. Tadias, what are you doing?
Let's see. Hum said slow us down, so how fast am I going right now?
You said you were keeping it slow, so... you at this point, we're in combat, and did you see the rules that I put on the Discord?
I did.
Okay, so just, assume it's sort of like any other combat. It's just that turning takes movement. So you can say how fast you're going, at this stage.
What's the distance that we're at? Let me get my tool.
We're pretty far out.
Yeah, we are.
How far again are we from them?
Your boats are about 100 feet apart.
Did they change roll 20?
They changed
I think they did because I don't see. Where is it?
It's that weird circle thing underneath the magnifying glass.
Oh, there you go.
It's got a bunch of new options and shit.
I see.
With that kind of distance, I just kind of gotta get us within 60 feet to do some business. So I guess I will turn just like a 5 degree to the right and just start moving that way at the same speed we are, which I would say was like 30 feet right now.
So you want to go like right here?
Yeah, just kind of cruise.
Do you want to
Just try to angle it. Oh yeah, sure. I can mark it out.
Yeah, give me like a mark, and then I'll move the thing, and then you guys can move your tokens.
Okay. So I'm trying to get it just a little bit off center, so right about here, I guess. Just angling it out a bit.
All right. So you can certainly do that. Go ahead and move your tokens so that they fit. And you want an angle such like this?
Yes, please.
Got it. All right.
And I would like to, if that's my movement, ready an attack action when they get close with ready.
All right. Illyria, you have plenty of range.
Yeah, I am going to shoot my arrow.
Who are you aiming at?
The guy at the front here.
All right. He has his crossbow. Actually, wait. Before you do that, yeah, he is within range. He's going to take a shot at Zachriel. Because he's right there. Actually, hold on. Reading my notes. He does not. So by the way, everybody can edit the ship stats. He's going to take a shot at the ship. So he's going to do that.
Now, is he targeting the ship or the engine?
He's targeting. He doesn't have good shot at the engine because of you're in front of it, Hum's in front of it. So he's trying to shoot at the hull. He rolls an 18, but he only gets a 17 or a 7 damage. So it just sticks. The tip of the arrow sticks in the side and just kind of, and that's it.
Hey, Illyria, Felora's floating around in the water.
I can't click her.
Oh, that's a problem. Hold on. That's bizarre. Alright, hold on.
Are you on your ruler setting?
Now.
Now I got it.
And they're also in range of me now, so can I take a shot?
You can.
Alright. I'm just gonna aim for the one right in front.
Alright. Dang.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow. Alright. Go ahead and describe killing.
My first arrow of the game just drives directly into his skull, right through the forehead.
And he just kind of falls back into the boat. Ugh. Alright. This one is going to stand over his body, and he's going to take...
Illyria?
I didn't go
Oh,
yet.
sorry. Go ahead, Illyria.
So I guess I'm going for that guy.
Alright. He'd be in range no matter what. This one begins to walk up to you, and then you strike him right in the... Well, we'll see if you roll damage. Strike him right through the neck as he goes down.
Easy peasy.
And it was his turn, but he doesn't get a turn now. Zachriel.
From this distance, am I able to tell what the boat is? Does it look like it's as sturdy as ours, or?
It doesn't have iron around it.
Okay. What about, is it on a sail, or?
You notice, as the dice gets you to that area, you do notice water flowing out the back, and it looks like it probably has an elemental propulsor.
Okay. Well, I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna take a disadvantage javelin throw at the boat itself.
All right. I will remind you, you have produced flame.
The range.
Not enough range.
It's 30 feet.
Produced flame is
You know what?
30 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Okay.
That's actually a better idea. I will hold the produced flame for if we get closer.
All right.
I'll look back to dice and say, "Get me closer. I'll burn them alive."
Sounds good.
What is the propulsor made of?
It has stats, actually. Are you talking about yours or theirs?
Theirs.
If you want to target it from where you are, it's going to have 3/4 cover.
Damn it. So I'm going to take a shot with disadvantage then
At.
at this gentleman right here.
All right. That is a hit. All right. It goes right through his shoulder, or it goes into his shoulder. Ugh! But he isn't down yet.
Hey, Tadias, I named my bow again.
What is it now?
It's called a small wind.
This one
Accurate.
gets back here and takes the boat up to here. So take your actions.
I think he's in disadvantage for me, but I'll still take that throw. Yeah. I'll have to go for the first one. He's out of range.
He starts to
Yeah.
turn.
Still not close enough for me.
I round down. You can grab the tip if you want.
Alright. Oh.
That unfortunately is a miss, as it kind of steams in the water.
I think I'm going to actually use one of my improvises for that.
Okay.
Do one more time. We are.
That's unfortunate.
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
All right. So, the crystal-eyed guy stares down at you, and he is going to be a cultist of the highest order, and he is going to run up here. He's going to he just kind of brushes past the guy like he kind of runs his shoulder in. He gets to the very tip of the boat, and he disappears for just a brief second, and then he reappears right here. And then he points at Hum. Actually, no. No, he points at Carahil, and he has disadvantage on this, but he is going to attempt anyway. Rolls a 10. As this bluish light kind of like erupts from his finger and just kind of goes wide, and he just glares at Carahil. And it's your turn.
Alrighty. He said that he had. You said that he had disadvantage, which means
He had disadvantage because he was rolling a ranged attack while within 5 feet.
I was just making sure that I would as well.
Yes, you would.
Then I will. Just attempt to strike him with my tail.
All right. Tail whip. That's a hit.
Alright.
Nice 8 damage. All right.
And then bonus action, another strike.
All right. Dang. Sad
More
crit,
damage
but
than
still
before,
pretty
though.
good. You whack him with your tail, and do you do it with your tail again?
Yeah. Double whip.
You just slap him in the face.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Dead. Not dead. All right, so this bandit, he's going to come to the back of the boat, and he is going to try to ram you guys. So he gets up to here, and it collides, but it's not enough to actually do much damage as it bounces off the hide. However, it rocks the boat, baby. So I need everybody, including the one-eyed guy, to make Dex or strength saves.
Do not fail me. Dexterity. Damn it.
No.
All right.
I mean, the 2 crits, it was about time, right?
Yeah.
It's because I asked it not to fail me.
Yeah,
If
that
I
too.
would've kept my mouth shut, I would have critted again.
So the one-eyed guy goes prone. And he kind of turns back. And he says, "You fool!" And if you rolled under a 15, you're prone. Thaddeus.
Alright, so it kind of clipped us a little bit, but we're still moving relatively.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't think about it too
I think
hard. Rely on the rules.
I think I want to rudder a little to the left and bring Zachariel right into that one dude. Just kind of like rub the sides against it and bring Zachariel right to where this spot is. If I can get my pin going, I bring him right around to that guy.
You want to be like pow, like that?
Yeah, kind of like turn just a little bit to the left, kind of angling the boat so they kind of like ride against each other, and he just gets right into his face.
Talking about the one-eyed shiver? Or
No,
are you
this
talking
guy.
about the... Oh, that guy. Okay. I see what you mean, I think. So, you move the boat and kind of moves this one. You guys are going to have to... Oh, don't do that to me. You guys are going to have to move your tokens.
Yeah, it's just...
Like that. Like that, you mean?
exactly. And then
Alright.
just kind of like try to slide it past as well as I can.
Okay. Oh, you're trying to, like, make a complete turn. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm trying to
Ryan is
angle
what he's trying to do.
just enough to put us on the back end of it so he can't turn away from us.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
Like that.
exactly.
Got it.
So kind of go with the flow rather than try to like go against it or
Got you. Cross
move
count
while
out.
it's still pinning us. Exactly, cross counter.
Alright, so that was your move.
And I don't like that dude with that blue eye, so I'm just gonna chuck a dagger at that fool.
Alright.
And I'm not disadvantaged this time, so where's my button? There's my button.
He's
Oh, yeah.
prone, so
And he's prone,
Oh,
so
I am at
you
disadvantage.
do have disadvantage. But
Aha!
you're still... His form is still enough for you as you chuck your dagger and it sinks in, roll damage. And slides right out back to your belt. Ah! And he just glares at you.
You're close, burn them to hell.
Illyria.
Okay, I'm going to go after the one-eyed guy. I'm gonna throw a dagger at him.
Alright. That's a hit. 7 piercing. Alright. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Zachariel.
is it any sort of check to get over the boat?
From where you are? No, you're right. Actually, you can just use your movement. It's kind of.
Alright.
I guess I would call it rough terrain to get from one to the other.
Two
So
boats.
That doesn't really matter for this case. So yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do something kind of silly.
Oh yeah.
So this first guy, the guy that's prone in front of me. I'm gonna hold the shovel and stab down at him.
All right.
Stab, but he's hurt. Stab at thee.
You stab it. You do a solid amount of damage as he digs into his back. Ugh!
And then I'm a leap here, like, yeah, kind of like over the boat, and I'm gonna shove this other guy off the boat.
Yeah. So that's what Jared Me Crawford meant with finishing move. You succeed. He falls off the boat and splooshes into the water. And he's just like, ah, crap, and he's trying to keep his head afloat in the chop.
I want to move back.
You can.
Yeah, I'll move back.
You have enough. You have enough movement for that. All right. Hum, it is your turn.
So Hum's gonna run up to this blue-eyed guy, and she's going to take her rapier and she's going to stab at him.
All right. That's a hit. All right. Not enough, but you do clip
I'm
him.
gonna use my second blade.
Okay. Now this is D&D. So roll that damage. Alright.
Wow.
Cries out in agony. His eyes just kind of turn. His one eye that's not glowing blue crystal kind of just turns bloodshot, and his eyes dilate and then shrink back and then dilate, and he just kind of and slumps down. It was his turn, but now it's not. Carhill, you still hear one of them struggling in the soup. What do you do?
I am going to move over to their boat
Okay.
and just ready my bow
For what?
and command him to get out of the water.
Oh, okay.
Going to ready my bow as, warning to him. Don't try anything.
Are you telling him to get out of the water or telling him to not do that?
To get out with my arrow ready.
Oh, I see. All right.
Saying if he makes any funny movement.
Okay.
Because
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Is there anything else you want to do?
no.
Okay. So he is going to climb up, and he grabs the side of the boat, and he climbs back in, and then he kind of just—he's like right here. He kind of just gives you this look, and then he starts going for his dagger. Is that your trigger?
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Okay. You'll have disadvantage.
All right.
All right, that's enough. Point blank him, and it goes right through his eyes, one of his eye, and he starts bleeding out all over the boat. And
Damn, we should have kept one alive.
out of initiative.
I tried.
Can I investigate their boat and see if they have a magical motor thing as well?
Yeah, you walk over and you recognize almost the exact type of device you have, only it's a little bit smaller.
But
We
us,
should-
we take both.
I say we take the propulsor and we burn the boat.
But won't burning the boat cause attention?
We're in a fog.
How heavy's the fog?
Fog's pretty heavy. You can't see more than 100 feet ahead of you.
We could just
Why don't
sink
we
it.
just let it? Yeah, sink it.
What if this is one of the boats belong to the town? Why don't we could just let it drift backwards, or set the engine on and send it towards roll it?
We could free the creature.
Oh, we could do that.
If he's perhaps a friend, we might have another ally.
I'm all for that.
So
All right, is
you guys are gonna wreck the device.
there a glass window or anything on the device?
There's a little port. So you remember from looking at the one you have as you carted it along, checking on it ever so often, that there is a little port or viewport on the underside, and you can see water inside, and you have a good idea that that's the elemental. So you know that it's on the underside, and as it is now, it's under the water.
Now, would you like to release it or send it back to the town?
I would rather keep the propulsor and let the boat float.
I feel like having two of those objects on our boat may start weighing us down.
I look down at my heavy armored, tall ass self, and I look over at Zachariel and I say, "Yes, the propulsor is always down here."
Yes.
Well, I'm like, what? An eighth of the size of a real human or a real person. So, I mean,
I personally see an advantage to having two vessels at the same time.
You want to pull it behind then?
Well, I personally can't impersonate people, but if the fog is at a distance where they can't make out the people, perhaps someone who could drive their boat a little ahead of ours. Visibility makes it awfully hard.
Is that you volunteering, Tadias?
I'd rather not. I'm pretty horrible with accents. If you'd like, I can drive the small boat, and you can take this one, and I'll follow behind. But
I mean, I have disguise self as a spell.
oh, while we're at it, I reach down and I pluck out the little blue eyeball.
All right. Comes out. It's gross.
I got two now. I grab his body and I just chuck it in the water.
Yeah.
You toss the bodies into the water?
At least that one.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of just floats into the chop.
Alright, well, we need to make a decision quickly.
I'm ready
I'm
to
gonna
go.
just kind of step over to the boat. Does it look like I'd be able to lift it out of it?
The device?
Yeah.
You did see when Len had installed yours that he needed a crane to do it properly, and that there were certain latches that hooked in.
Okay, so I would assume it would take way too much time.
You assume that it would take too much time and it'd be a little risky.
Alright. I don't think we're going to be able to get it. Either we release the elemental and hopefully not have to deal with it, or we send the ship back towards Rolet. And I'm sure someone will grab it eventually.
We could pull it behind. Anybody got a rope?
Yes, I have one. Alright. We can do that. We'll tie off the boat, we'll drag it along, and if we need to bail out into the second boat, we can do that.
Alright.
We're probably going to have mobility issues with it, but I mean, we're not moving too much anyway.
You're making my day harder, because now I have to figure out what it means to have a dragging cargo like this.
What it means is that I'm going to peel out, I'm going to do that speedboat turn, I'm going to try to whip them with the other boat. Just smack all of them down.
Holy shit. I mean...
Just use it like a nunchuck.
That'd be amazing.
If I can pull it off.
If you can pull it off. I think you would have to roll a check for that. I don't think
for sure.
Oh,
absolutely.
So how far behind you is the boat? Are you keeping it here or here?
I'll tie off 10 feet just to give it a little bit of slack.
Okay, so
So 2 squares.
Just about.
Oh, well, the squares are low, okay.
I'm gonna kick the rest of the bodies into the drink.
Alright, they're in the drink and they're floating and... Oh god, didn't mean to do that. Are also sinking.
Boat nunchuck. Alright, let's go.
Ah!
You didn't see that. Alright. So, I'm going to move everybody. So, you guys are going to continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you continue through the fog, going the same direction you were, kind of hoping that you run into something. Let's see here. The hide it from others option is just so great. I love it. I'm very happy with it.
Ouch.
As soon as I saw it, I turned it on as well.
It's really great as a DM. Now,
hide others for the ruler. That's neat.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Now all I need is
Now you don't need to change pages to rule things out.
Exactly. But I can see them. That's interesting. Huh. The DM can see them. Alright.
Well, you're on.
The DM sees all.
DM sees all. All we need now is a dice
Omnipotent.
tower. Like Fantasy Grounds, and then I'll never use Fantasy Grounds to DM again. Or ever, rather. Let's see here. So...
I mean, this game basically has a dice tower. Just whisper roll.
But you see it. The player sees it. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, I need some perception checks.
Alright. Is it at disadvantage because of fog, or?
Nope.
I'm assuming the range is limited by the fog.
Yeah. Alright, so, everybody who rolled spectacularly, over 20, you all hear, coming from, let me make sure that you can see this. You all hear, coming from this direction, some chatter. And a little bit of the sound of water being cut by a boat.
I think if we go fast, we can have them trail us. I don't want to get run into again. What do you think?
That is a great idea.
What are you talking about?
Hum is eating
I give
chips.
him-
She can't hear anything.
I give him the tiniest bit of a smile. Like, watch, and I let her rip. I start revving the thing, and I just start blazing forward.
All right, so absolutely. So you and I'm not going to move the token because battle map. But
For sure.
actually, what I'll say is I will move the token because you need to move the token. Another token I need to move. So you guys, you guys motor up, and we're gonna do this number here, and that there. Go ahead and make sure your tokens are right, and then go and do this, and when you go past and you look in the direction you heard the sound, and coming out of the fog is another boat with more seeming water cultists, another 4 of them, and one of them just shouts out, "Hey!" And then he looks back at one of his allies, who you recognize immediately as one of the Reaver characters with the shield shaped like horseshoe crab shell and the nasty-looking sword, and he guns it after you. And I'm going to reveal their token very shortly, and then I'll have you guys roll initiative. Actually, you can go ahead and roll initiative now if you want.
Grab the token. I'm almost considering putting a headset
Five
in my.
again?
I'm putting a headset in my laptop so I can listen to the battle music at the same time as I have one in my other ear. Just
Actually,
like,
I was gonna say it was like I was gonna try to find out if you could join the Discord voice chat on your phone and on your computer, and then you could just listen on your computer but talk through your phone.
Sounds too complex for right now. Today's a patch job.
Yeah, today's
You're not
a patch
using the
job.
music box, though, right?
I will. Well, you can also listen to the. I will use the music bot for one track, but hopefully we actually get there. I need a certain creature.
I just love me some Great Bay Coast.
I know, right? It's super. It works very.
I
well
know
for this.
that one. Yeah.
It works super well for this one. Oh, that's not the right guy. What? That guy's a level 10 spellcaster. You're not ready.
What?
What?
You want to kill us?
No, I just grabbed the wrong NPC for something that's super late game. All right.
Release the Kraken!
No, the Kraken guy. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna release a Kraken on you guys. You're too low level.
I'm gonna boat nunchuck the crack and then die immediately.
Hey, if we're at level 10, we might be able to do
No.
Oh. Alright.
Just give me a +3 shovel of Kraken slaying, and I'll be fine.
What does the Kraken slaying part of it do?
I hope it just helps kill Krakens faster.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled initiative for one twice. Oh, okay.
Kind of like a Dragon's Bane enchant from the older editions. Kraken's Bane.
Alright. So, who's first? All right, this guy is. So he's just like, what the fuck? And he's
Oh, Mike, can you take Flora off of there? I
Valora.
think I accidentally. Yeah, I
Oh.
think I accidentally rolled
Okay.
for her.
So he just levels his crossbow as they start gunning after you, and he can't really do much at the moment. So he is going to just hold his attack. Zachriel, what do you want to do?
I guess I'll, oh, I can't, wait, can't do it anymore.
Can't do it anymore.
You know, the spacebar thing for your movement?
No way, they took that away?
Yep.
We've updated our hotkeys. Press Q, my dude.
Oh, alright.
So what is it? Q drag?
Start making my way to the back of the boat. If I dash... You know, this is probably a really bad idea.
Are you
But
gonna
if
try
I
to
dash...
tiptoe across
and-
the...
Can I jump to the other boat?
Oh, jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have enough clearance to make that work. I'm gonna need a strength check, but it won't be too bad. You'd have to roll really bad.
This feels
Or
really, this feels like a really
athletics.
bad idea. But I'm
This
gonna
is
do it.
this is just as bad as your jump off that tower.
Oh yeah, that didn't end well either.
That ended very
You know
well,
what?
actually.
You know what? Live and let live. I'm a jump.
All right, roll
Let's
athletics.
do it.
Yeah, you make it
Yeah.
fine. Right there. You make it fine.
All right. That's probably my fault. Well, no, I'm dashing. I'll get to the back of the boat.
All right. So. Whoa, I didn't want that. So.
I feel like the boat probably listed a little bit when I jumped onto the front.
It did. Just a little bit,
Wearing
but you kept walking.
heavy armor.
And kind of like, wow, and got to the end. Gonna take. This one is going to. Actually, they're in control of the boat, so they're going to advance a bit up to here. As they. Oh, wait, you're. Okay, so that's right. Everyone's moving, so this one's going to try to accelerate a bit, and they managed to get about this much closer. And oh, he can't because he's using his hand to control it. All right, so he is going to. He's just going to. This is really smart, you guys. I'm happy about this. So he's just gonna floor it basically. That's all he can do. However, this one here is going to get to the end of the boat, and he is going to attempt to shoot at Zachriel. That's going to be a 8 as it just flies and just sploosh right into the water. Kyle, it's your turn.
Alrighty, yeah. Would have enough range from there, but I will stay where I am in case they get closer. Ready an arrow.
Okay. Tadias, what do you want to do? Nunchuck? I don't know if that's a good idea.
Not yet, because I'm kind of expecting more in front of me.
Uh-huh.
But what I will do is I will start turning just a little bit to the left.
Alright.
Just like 5-degree movement to the left again, just to start giving us a little bit of an angle outward, so Hum and all of them can start shooting at him.
Like this guy?
And I will, yeah, exactly.
Alright.
And I will ready it in action, and if they get within the 60 feet range, I'll just throw a dagger.
Okay. When you do that, this boat kind of moves up a little bit, up to here, giving the rope some slack. Zachriel, you kind of feel the oh god, but you manage to hold on. Hum, it is your turn.
Hum moves down by Tadias
Okay.
and readies her crossbow.
All right. As you guys scream through the water, this bandit gets to the front of the boat and it lists down just a little bit as he tries to take a shot at Zachriel. This is probably going to be a disadvantage. No, it's not, actually. Okay. 7 to hit, as it just kind of
Yes.
hits the boat, and then just falls into the water. Illyria.
Okay, am I disadvantaged if I shoot at them from here?
With the bow? With the super...
I
You have
doubt it.
sharpshooter, so no.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay, I'm going to aim at the first one right there.
Alright. That's a hit. That is just enough to wipe them out.
Mm.
Falls face first into the...
Oh,
Ocean.
yeah. No, he falls back into the boat because of momentum. You stop his momentum. But yeah, he falls back. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Alright. This one gets up to here, and he's going to try to fire a shot at Zachariel, who's the closest. Zachariel, being the fighter, rolls a 4, which is a natural 1.
I just start laughing at him.
And it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Alright, I'm move a little closer to the edge of the back of the boat, and once they're within 30 feet, I'm going to shoot fire at the boat. Their boat.
Alright,
By hold, produce flame.
got it. You're going to get a good chance at that. So, this one just cranks it, or the cultist at the back just cranks the thing, and they zoom up a bit more. Definitely within range.
Alright, and I... 16.
Alright.
Ooh, I think he's just within 60 for me.
That is a hit.
Oh
That
god.
just kind of touches the... kind of just licks the boat a little bit, but nothing happens.
Mike, is that first one within 60 feet of me?
Yes.
Alright, cool. I'll make that disadvantage check then.
That's a hit. As Razor just through the air, almost as if guided by an elemental power, and smacks right into the dude's arm. Ah! You didn't kill him, though.
Yeah. Back in the boat.
That one's dead. Carahill. Still waiting?
I believe so.
Alright. Tadias, what do you want to do?
I'll make just another attack action, I guess.
Alright.
Disadvantage for that Resia. Blah, blah.
It flies back to your hand, and you grab it, and you chuck it again. Roll damage. Actually, yeah, you kill it. You kill him.
Nice.
He's just staring like, what? As it just flies back to your belt, you draw it again, and right back at him. Zachariel, you notice, you feel a little bit of like a breeze as the dagger like flies past you, then flies back, then flies past you again, then flies back.
I don't have any James Bond puns, unfortunately, so I'll just keep driving.
If only you were whistling.
Tom, it is your turn.
I am pretty sure I can make an attack with disadvantage with my crossbow to this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That unfortunately is a miss. And it is his turn. He sees Zachariel laughing, and he sees his friends dying around him, and he gets angry. And he goes to attack him. With a 14, it pings off of your shield. Illyria,
I laugh harder.
it's your turn, Illyria.
I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other guy that's alive. Up at the front with the boat.
Alright. That's a hit. Another expert right through. Describe killing.
Right between the eyes going, and he falls back, I guess.
He falls back on his butt and just kind of like sits on the bench.
I'm piling them up in the boat there.
You are. He is down. Zachariel, what do you want to do?
They're still this distance away.
Actually, it is the top of the order. So what I'm going to do is, to those of you looking ahead, you do indeed see something coming. Oops. Ooh, I didn't know that. I can hold Alt and scroll wheel and it'll zoom. That's rad.
Neat.
You notice about 100 feet out, and I'm going to have to just... You're going to have to assume that this is 100 feet out, or just, suspend your disbelief because this map is not big enough. If I were to make this map any bigger, it'd be really stupid.
We can do a thing where we draw the little line that denotes that there's a
truncate
break.
line? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So these guys show up about 100 feet out through the fog, and they see your boat and they start piling toward you. I'm going to roll their initiatives real quick. But let me draw that truncate line.
Brace yourself, Zach. You are the weapon.
I brace me into the rungs of the seats of the ship.
So
this
they're
is gonna
about
be fun.
100 feet out. Let me roll their initiatives real quick.
Looks like a heart monitor.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Okay. Let me resort this. Alright, Zachariel, it's still your turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna go again with another reduced flame against the ship there.
Alright. That's a hit. That's just enough to go over its threshold, and you hit it, and it starts to ignite. And mechanics on the spot. It's going to take 1d6 fire damage every round.
Ta-da!
But this pilot here, unfazed or maybe inspired by, or not inspired, goaded by his allies falling, cranks it, keeps cranking, accelerates and gets up to here, and he kicks the lever of the thing. Let me make sure that the stream can see this. Yeah. He kicks the lever and kind of jams it and keeps the boat accelerating or propelling as fast as it can, and he is going to disengage from the broken lever and try to jump over to you. And
before that, can I take my shot?
You can.
Alrighty. Oh.
That unfortunately is a miss.
Alrighty.
Alright, so Zachariel, this person gets up in your face and is going to try to attack you. Wow, they're rolling really shit. Natural one. So
That's a hit.
So you raise your shield and just clang it away. Carol, it's your turn again.
Oh. Then I will take another shot at that one down by Zachariel,
All right.
since they are within range.
That's a hit.
There we
6 piercing. Okay. Anything else?
No, just keeping my eye also on the boat that's ahead of us.
All right. Tadias.
Okay, so they're 100 feet away. How fast are we moving right now at our top speed?
So, I mean, your top speed is 80 feet. So,
Jesus, that's fast.
yeah. Hold on.
Like,
Quick
I
math.
don't know if you know,
What?
but you're using the stream window to do this.
Oops.
Yep.
Google. Okay. So you're going... what?
Well, anyway, if they're moving at me and I'm moving at them, and we're moving at different speeds, so if one boat leaves from port A at 19... All right. All right, so I'm just trying to angle out just a little bit towards the left, and as soon as I get within like 45 feet, I want to whip and pull the ship as hard as I can to try to pull a second boat into the front of it. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to say, everyone brace yourself!
All right, I'm
so
not going...
Try to overshoot it and hang this thing as far as I can. So
okay, so
do
with
it.
the rules, so you're going to try to do like a whole like 180 almost?
I think just a 90 degree will whip the boat far enough because it'll have momentum because it's only by a slack cord.
All right, I'm down with that. So everyone brace yourself.
So maybe Zachariel will be flying into the other boat.
He's the projectile.
Okay. So I'm going to try to resolve this simply and awesomely.
This is going to be fun.
So, Mark, where are you, like either with the ping tool or with your thing where you...
I'm aiming for here, and I'm trying to whip the boat behind me into here.
Okay, are you spending movement to make the first turn to get there before you whip?
I will do whatever actions I need to do this if it's my full turn.
Okay. Well, no, I'm asking because, like, that's the rules I wrote.
Okay.
So... Alright, I think that's kosher. So, we're going to whip you here. So your whip will happen, but this is going to be pretty intense for everybody involved. So go ahead and move your tokens where they would hopefully stay.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, this is going to be... This could be bad. This could be bad. So yeah, you did more of a 45 degree, so it's not that bad. But they are coming in. So you're gonna try to whip it around here. Let me move a little. Zachariel, move your So, Zachariel, you feel yourself like move away from the Reaver person. Like what the? As you're like zooming around, and 10 feet is like here. And like that. Alright, so what happens is you get to there and the other the person piloting the boat is coming down, and they're gonna be before okay. I gotta parse this out. New mechanics. So
this boat isn't going to make the turn as sharply as we do, though.
Exactly. It's going to keep staying a little bit forward. Thanks to the rope slack. But either way, it's going to run into it.
Yeah.
Probably going to jerk it a little bit.
Okay. So, everybody... actually, Tadias, I need you to roll... I need you to roll a dex check.
A dex, not a strength? I thought we could use either.
That's for the saving throw. But to actually turn the boat and be like wise about the angle of it so you don't throw everyone off, you're going to need to roll a...
Okay, then
you have to be... It takes agility, which is dex.
Copy. Then I'm going to cash in my inspiration for that boy.
Okay.
Did it roll? I didn't. Press the button again.
Alright, so you're perfectly fine. Everyone in the boat that's with you is perfectly fine. Zachariel, however, you're gonna take some business. So the boat kind of slacks a little bit, gets to here, starts to whip around, and we're gonna let Hum's turn resolve before we do the rest of it. So Hum, what do you do? you see the boat start to like whip around, and you see the other boat draw nearer. What do you do?
Well, my first instinct is to hold on for dear life. Sorry. I lock my legs into one of the poles here, and I have my bow out, and I'm going to try to shoot at this guy here.
All right.
That's with disadvantage.
Am I able to use a reaction to increase the business?
Are you trying to launch yourself? Are you gonna like?
Well, I was just gonna kick the vice so that it shoots the engine, propelling it towards the other boat.
Oh Jesus!
I don't think you can.
Turning in the opposite direction.
You want to launch the engine at it?
So no. What I'm saying is like to have it to push the power of the engine this way.
Oh, I
To,
see.
like make a right turn to make it go faster.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if I can let you use a reaction to do that.
All right, I'm just trying to make it more ridiculous. You know?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It's pretty ridiculous already.
It's pretty ridiculous already. Hum that hit, roll damage.
For the street.
For the memes, come on.
Okay. So that hits. So this guy, he pushes the thing. He's actually going to turn. He's going to try to turn it at the last second. And he does. And he gets to like here and poof. And what ends up happening is all of these guys just kind of like flop over into here. Actually, you know what? No, they need to roll strength saves. I need to make sure this is a little by the book. The book.
Do you need a strength save from me?
I do, but it's going to be to stay not prone, or it's going to be to stay standing.
Okay.
Okay. This guy launches into the boat. The rest of them just kind of stay put, and you watch as this one kind of glares at you, Zachriel, and then you watch as he just kind of like and hops into the water and away from your sight. Like he just kind of disappears into the water. I need to put him onto the GM layer. Okay, and that's his turn. This one is gonna kind of take a look around at the situation, and he just kind of like shoots. He doesn't shoot. He just looks at Zachariah, looks at the rest of the party, and he just kind of takes out his longbow or his crossbow, and he just looks around and I guess, and he shoots at Zachariel. Oh, you rolled a crit. Zachariel, you take.
Before you do that,
yeah.
Did that 11 pass?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
You are going to take 7 damage.
Right.
As this arrow just kind of lodges itself on the top of your shoulder. Ow! Hurts a little bit. This one is going to look over and try to take a shot at Tadias. 16 to hit, Tadias?
That will not hit.
That will not hit.
I have my shield out right now.
Oh. How are you piloting?
I don't have to hold my weapon in my hand. I can draw it as part of my attack action.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I have the shield out of my hand. Let it goes off for a second while I throw. But go ahead. Yeah.
I got you. That's fine. It pings off of your shield. What? Wait a minute.
Hey, one other question, real
Yeah.
quick. This boat back here with the throttle stuck on, did that also fall?
Is that also? It's still coming. It's just it's
Okay.
going to happen on his turn.
All right.
And at this point, I would say that you're kind of mostly stopped. So the one that fell in front of you, Zachariel, he stands up and he just kind of he draws a scimitar and he's going to attack you. He rolls a natural.
All right. I'm a riposte.
All right. That hits.
Plus
Twang.
the superiority.
All right. Describe killing.
I cut his head off with the edge of the shovel.
Oh, you
As he,
outstanding.
yeah, his head just goes flying into the drink.
All right.
Makes a little.
Illyria. It's
Okay,
highlighting Zachariel, but it's Illyria's turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn. The turn order I accidentally skipped.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go after the guy in the front of the boat here.
All right. That is a hit. All right. This damage is pretty intense. Wait, where are you getting 2 plus 4s from? Oh, sharpshooter. Okay, that's where. Yeah, you kill him. It goes right through his neck. And the other one goes, ah! Zekriel, what are you doing?
Alright, I'm going to kind of walk over here and... this guy's within 5 feet, right? Or do I have to get over there?
He is within 5 feet. However, as you walk over, he drops to his knees. He drops his weapon. And he says, "Wait! Wait!"
Does he look a cultist or just a bandit?
He doesn't have any of the iconography on him that you can see.
All right.
I yell out to Zachriel. He could be good for information.
He could be dead.
But remember what happened to the last one.
I'll just say to him, all right, I'm going to like hold my shovel in a threatening position and say, you have 2 choices. You may quit the fight and live to see another day, or you may help us by giving us information.
He says, "I'll do whatever you want. Just don't hurt me."
Well, get over here, you fool.
And he, it's not actually his turn, but he will in his turn. Or you can grab him if you want.
We finally got a defector.
I'll grab him.
You grab him. Okay. All right.
And then when I grab him, I push him down on the floor and say, "Your ally still."
Your ally still what?
And he's the guy that your ally's still around. The other dude that turned into the water thing and watered.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if he's surrendering, his teammate's probably gonna try to kill him.
He just kind of like gives you this look of fear on his face, and he just kind of like makes to start hiding. It's this one's turn. The boat is still stuck accelerating as it gets up to here. Actually, stuck accelerating, and you guys have stopped. That means that it's gonna crash, sort of. So it gets to here, and it kind of like lips the boat a little bit as the cultist jumps over. The cultist jumps over, and the boat kind of like pushes the other one around, but it keeps going, or it's going to keep going on the next turn. These guys. This cultist here runs up to Zachriel, kind of pays a little mind to the guy, like almost sort of steps on him, and is going to try to attack him. Oh, he crits. Holy shit.
This is my day.
This is your day. You take 17 damage.
Oh.
Oh, wait. No, you don't.
Or the cultist, or the guy does, right?
I take the wrong... I rolled the wrong macro. Hold on. I rolled the one that had the D10s instead of the D8s, so let me just reroll this shit. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Oh wow, you still take 18 damage. Or 17 damage.
Oh.
Alright. And he just kind of glares at you. Carahill.
Alrighty, I will take a shot at the cultist on the boat.
Alright. That's a hit. 6 piercing. Nice. Nice-oo. Tobias.
Alright, let's take a look at what we're dealing with. So we have one guy in the boat on the ground who's our friend.
Mm-hmm.
We have one person that just rammed us that is here, and we have someone in the water.
Yep.
Trying to see my distance if I can get to this other person. I think with difficult terrain, it's going to be a jump. Actually, I think my class has something for jumps, doesn't it? Don't I have a long jump thing?
Did you put it in your character sheet?
I thought it did. Let me take a look. Oh, yeah, that did. It should be the Tomb Raider bit. There, yeah. When you make a running long jump, the distance you can cover increases by number of feet equal to your strength modifier. And normal long jumps equal to your strength score.
Yes. So...
And I need 5 feet of movement to get a running jump, or 10 feet?
Something. Blah, blah, blah. Horizontally. Oh, equal. Wait. 10 foot.
So I have 15-foot jump.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, let's take a look.
You need to back up,
was
and then you
doing-
need to keep going.
Yeah, and I have a dash as a bonus action, so I'm not really worried about movement. It's just basically about making the jump. Yeah, I think I'm just going to jump onto this loose boat, and I'm going to try to grab the shark sword off my back and just kind of bring it across that person's noggin.
All right. Sounds
So,
good.
do I make an athletics check for the jump, or is that just my long jump?
Where are you jumping? You said
I'm
to
going to
here?
be jumping to this one over here.
Okay. It's gonna be an easy jump.
All right, so athletics. Yeah.
You made
Oh,
it.
whoops, I did advantage.
10 was the DC. You made it.
Cool. So, boom, land on this, and then I'm going to dash over, grab that sword, and just crack her right on the skull.
All right.
So this is the shark sword, and is she armored or not?
She's not.
Okay.
So it's gonna hurt her a lot if you hit. You hit. So 2d8 plus your strength. Ooh. All right.
2d8? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you already have it. So she did. You dash through her side, and just starts bleeding out. And just falls down. Kind of slips into the drink. Hum, it's your turn.
Well, we're keeping that guy for questioning, so...
But there is somebody else around.
I go over to the edge and look to see if I can see this guy, and I ready my crossbow should he show up.
All right. You don't see anything but water, but that changes very quickly as this creature comes out of the drink and gets up to, or actually like blorms onto the boat, so you can make your attack. All right. That is a. That's a hit.
I rolled with disadvantage and didn't mean to.
Still hits. Let's go ahead and roll damage. Okay. Okay. So that's going to be that much. The arrow kind of flies through this thing as you fire at it, and it shifts. Oops. The boat shifts a little bit. It shifts back to its form, and it grabs the lever for the motor and gives you a wicked grin. He says, "We're going for a ride."
I have to take a break right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. Well, hopefully she can be back soon. So he starts to turn the boat, and Tadias, you watch as go ahead and move your tokens where you think they'd be. Everyone who's on the boat. So it kind of drags everything around. Tadias, you feel this happening. I'm just going to delete these guys. Tadias, you're still on the other boat. And, huh?
He's not going to get too far dragging 3 boats.
Yeah, so he kicks it on and he starts going down a little bit. Sorry to make you move your tokens again. You do have some time to die, so you better make use of it. Alright. And that's his turn. This guy quivers in fear beneath the benches of the boat. Illyria, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
The blue guy, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. And then roll your attack.
Then if I hit, like, my bow is a disadvantage, right?
It is, but any attack you hit him with will have that extra d6.
Like, I can just take, like, a dagger to him.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
All right. That is a hit. Alright, roll that d6. Alright. Nice. Okay. Zachariel, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to take a rope out of my bag.
And you're gonna start tying the guy, is that what you said?
Well, no, I was taking the rope out to throw to Dias.
Okay, that cut out.
That,
Alright,
that boat isn't attached.
got it.
And I'll use my bonus action, the second one.
Okay.
Because I'm very fucked.
Gariel.
Alrighty.
Ugh.
Is there enough room for me to squeeze up next to him?
You can enter Hum's space, but then you'd have to leave.
Okay.
Although she's kind of like, she's actually
Isn't-
over here, so yeah. You can just get up to him.
Then I will get up to him, dropping my short bow in the process so I can take out my short sword.
Alright.
And drawing a weapon doesn't count as an action, correct?
It's an object interaction, yes.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Well, I mean, you can do it and still attack. It's an object interaction. So you can still attack. You still have your action.
So I can still attack? Okay. And then I will attack him with the short sword.
Okay.
Assume that hits.
Yes. Kind of just glares at you. Tadias.
And then
Oh, sorry.
I will also use my bonus action to whack him with my tail.
Yeah.
Try.
Hits.
Nice.
Alright. Now, Tadias, it is your turn.
Oh, it has a motor, right?
It does.
I'm just gonna take a quick step this way.
Do you take the rope that was thrown at you?
Nah.
Okay. Zachariel's just like, the fuck, bruh? But you grab the...
The fuck, bro? I'm gonna speed past them. I'm gonna be like, lol.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move my solo boat right over here if I can.
Okay. Let's see. So to turn, that much is going to be a single tear calls from Zach's eye. Okay, so it's going to cost you 15 feet to do that, but oh yeah, you can do that certainly. So you do get up there indeed.
And he doesn't have armor, does he?
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna let go of the boat lever, and I'm just going to jump over and smash him if I can. And if I still have movement, I can bonus action to dash, right?
Yeah.
So movement for my first movement, bonus action for my own movement, jump over and just whack right on his head.
Okay.
In fact,
It's
he likes water. I was considering grappling him, but that's not smart.
okay.
Hoo-yah!
So you jump over, and that hits. Damn, son.
Max on the first one.
Yeah. So that hurts him a lot. Kitty's is still out. I'm going to assume that Hum probably shoots the guy. So she's got a short bow with a +5, so we'll just do that for her real quick. She hits.
Hit him with that stiff.
And that's going to be short, or a hand crossbow is D6, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, too bad Kitty's isn't here because she takes him out, and just as like you watch as like Tadias strikes in, and he looks and he kind of like has one hand that's off the lever, start to like crackle with this blue light, and you watch as like this this frost energy starts to cover his body with that familiar spell you know so well. However, before he can get it off and protect himself, an arrow just right through his neck, and he just, the light leaves his eyes, and he just slumps down. and we'll go ahead and take 5 until Case gets back.
Great.
Be right back.
This went differently than I thought it would, but it worked out.
Do things ever go as you plan with our group?
Yes,
Oh, do they?
the general arc goes as I planned.
We don't intentionally try to like throw wrenches into things. We could. Some
I mean,
people
it's-
do play that way,
Well, yeah.
and they're not good people.
Yeah, no, you're right. They're not bad people, but they're not good people.
Exactly.
That's my 2 buddies that I play with on Saturday. But they're more of a personal adventurers than, like, big damn heroes, so it's alright.
They're both real-life chaotic individuals.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. They don't play D&D
Especially
often, so-
Marcel.
Yeah, Marcel kind of, yeah. I had him guest star as an NPC in my old Sunday game, and he got so upset that he rage quit and was like, well, my character... and I'm just like, dude, don't do that! It was bad. I'll be right back. Oh, fudge. Guess who's gonna have to download the VOD from Twitch? Me.
I
Oh well.
wasn't here to remind you, my bad.
No, it's cool. Everything got all mixed up. Because I guess Mike decided to shit itself.
Yeah, it did. I think it's actually like dead, the microphone part of it. I still have the nice headphones, but I don't know if it's going to be used as a microphone anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I've been needing to upgrade for a while, and I've had my eyes on a few things, so I might just get, like, commit, get something.
Cool.
My friend does all this, actual video and recording equipment. So I was considering getting a decent mic to help her out with something.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting one of those like desktop.
But what I'm looking at is one of those Blue Yetis and a pop filter because I have a lot of strong P noises.
Oh man.
Them strong P's.
And then then you'll just go from being like the worst audio to being the best audio out of all of us.
You might be able to tell that I'm doing a voice.
I mean, you can already.
Instead of just.
Yeah.
It'll help a lot if I ever do the DMing part, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get one of those Yetis as well. They're just really expensive.
I found a deal like for the entire like kit with the pop filter and the headphones and everything for about 140.
That's really
Oh.
good.
I'm trying to see if I can find like a promo code for it. So I'm trying to get down to like 125ish, and then it's worth the investment. Do enough online play to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, I have a really good headset. It's just that the microphone on is kind of garbage.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still use. Oh, go ahead.
all I said was I use a webcam.
Yeah.
You put tape over it?
You'll see if
You know, you guys said that earlier, and I kind of want to now. I have it set up to where it's aiming up at
just keep in mind, Mark Zuckerberg does it. So if Mark fucking Zuckerberg does it, then there's probably something to it.
It's the best lo-fi answer to the government ever. It's. That's what it means.
I just have it set up now to it's aiming at the very corner of my window.
Yeah.
I don't know if Canada has that big of an issue with like webcam, like people watching through webcams and stuff.
We're probably watching your webcams more than you are.
Probably. Well, when I'm not using my webcam, because when I use it, it sits on top of one of my monitors. When it's not, it's like underneath my desk. So whoever's watching is getting a good view.
Damn.
I've never used my webcam as an actual webcam either.
The only time
I bought it strictly for the microphone.
The only time I ever use mine is when we used to play D&D and use Google.
Yeah, and then I kind of swapped it for Discord.
Yeah.
It's worked out pretty well.
Discord has a voice chat option. I've just never used it.
The video chat, it's kind of It has a lot of VSync issues for some reason.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right, we're gonna give
Is it-
kitties. We're gonna give kitties 5 more minutes.
5 minutes.
I wonder how much her kid's dad is grilling him right now.
To be a fly on the wall.
To be a fly on the wall with a lot of things, man. I'm going to Mexico next week. Woohoo!
Yeah, there's gonna be lots of flies on the wall.
Oh boy. I hope not. It's supposed to be a fucking clean room.
That's
Down
what
there.
they tell you to get you there.
Yeah.
I'll find the
Oh,
chupacabra
nice.
in Tijuana.
Please do. Or get one of those bottles of tequila that has like the cobra inside it.
Jesus.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
I'd have to import it. I would have to do a bunch of bullshit at the border. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh.
I know. Sorry. Just because I'm
Bad
American
times.
doesn't mean I can take anything I want. I have to be in the government for that.
Yes, it does.
I have to be in the government for that.
You're a
Or a cop.
Oh my god. Is that like the natural evolution of scientists? You government?
No. I don't think there is.
Well, you don't want to evolve?
I don't want to change. I mean, I do.
You better pick up an Everstone, huh?
Fucking- Yeah, no. It's gonna be annoying because I'm gonna be staying in San Diego, and I'm gonna go back and forth.
Hey, when do you go there?
Yeah?
When are you going to Mexico?
Oh, Sunday night. Or not Sunday night. I
Oh.
fly to San Diego Sunday night because, I live in the Bay Area. And then Monday morning, gonna do the whole thing.
So you're going to be playing tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing tomorrow, of course.
Alright.
If I don't
think
play
one of
tomorrow,
us
there's
are
no
gonna die.
game. What?
I think one of us are gonna die tomorrow.
Why?
I just have this feeling. I honestly thought it was gonna happen on top of that tower.
I mean, we're gonna go into a dungeon, so anything could happen.
Although we're pretty strong. So.
We are pretty strong. We're level 7. It's pretty nice.
Maybe it's just like wishful thinking.
Do you just not want to play Kane anymore?
No, I actually really like playing Kane. I just like making characters.
Yeah, I hear you. I have a character idea that I want to do. But,
I really want to do like a bard duo, trio.
a bard duo.
Yeah,
I'd
The
be down for
band.
that.
like find someone who can make good instrument sounds with their mouth, and then the other person do lyrics.
You want a beatboxer? Is that what you want?
He wants
I mean-
ventriloquist.
You know, a beatboxer would work, I guess, but
Like a ring, 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 ring,
How can
or like someone to do a backup singing.
just harmonize with you?
You want to
Yeah,
get a hype man?
Get a
hype man.
Yo! Holy
I
shit!
could make good instrument sounds with my instruments.
Oh, that's like next level bard.
That is next
You're a
level.
real bard.
Now you just need to chase around a squirrel and kill it to level
You're
up.
a real bard. I just play
I'm
one on
back.
the internet.
Hi. We're giving kitties a little bit more time.
Yeah, if it weren't for bards being so charismatic in D&D, I would probably play bard way more often.
Charisma doesn't mean talks a lot. Charisma just means you can influence people.
Yeah.
You can be like, I give them a mean look and say something in a monotone, but the look is enough.
It's actually like an interesting character concept to play like a antisocial bard or something. Like someone who despises speaking to people but has a knack for it.
Maybe I'll do that. I have a bard in mind to create. I just haven't come up with a character background for her yet.
I have a barbarian in mind, one that's afraid of his rage.
Oh god. Like Bruce Banner?
Yeah,
The bad guys, I'm getting angry. Path of the hulking berserker.
I don't even. Isn't that like a homebrew?
Of course, it's
There's a home.
There's probably a homebrew for like a Hulk
Yeah.
barbarian.
Well, there is actually. I read it. It's called War Hulk.
Jesus.
You get to use two-handed weapons. It's great.
That sounds Shadow Thief.
No, Shadow Thief was automatically hit, automatically crit, and teleport.
What? No.
That's like a joke now.
Yeah, it's become a meme in my groups that anytime we start a new campaign or someone dies, it's like, oh, I want to play a Shadow Thief. And it's become infamous because the person who originally played the Shadow Thief tries to defend it every time we bring it up.
No.
It's a homebrew so bad that they deleted it off D&D Wiki. Like,
Oh. Oh.
I just love whenever he does defend a homebrew. Because he gets kind of a whiny voice. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about him.
He's gonna see this later.
well,
Oh no! We forgot the Twitch VOD. I didn't
no, he won't care.
record
Yeah,
right.
you're right, you won't care.
I told them about how Pathfinder 2 is punishing min-maxer. Go, I don't want.
He's like, I'm not interested.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't want to play.
I've read none of the rules for Pathfinder 2. Is it decent?
The action economy is okay. So
Yeah, it's decent, but like, so like one of the things they're doing to like punish min-maxers is, say you roll an 18 when you make your character. If you take a race that increases that by 2 to a 20, you're not allowed to do it. You're not allowed to start with a 20. And,
no
Guys,
starting
I'm
at
back.
20. Hi.
There's no
Sorry about
multi-classing.
Alright. No multi-classing. Damn. That's
Yeah,
instant
if you
turn
want-
off for John. Whoops.
If you want a multi-class ship, take a feat that only gives you parts of the other class.
I wouldn't mind like feats that are like geared toward like taking itty bitty features from other classes. That'd be neat. I mean, Magic Initiate already exists. Anyway, okay. How did that go? All right, I hear you. So
Hoorah!
we'll start again.
Don't go there.
Don't. Hoorah, damn it. All right. So, the sort of chaos winds down a little bit. You guys have all of these boats now. And you...
Well, I imagine this one kind of kept going.
Oh, yeah, it kept... Oh, yeah, you're right. No, it's gone. It's gone. It kind of disappeared into the fog. And you have a cowardly, maybe not so fanatical gentleman at your feet, Zachariel.
I pick him up by the shoulders.
He kind of, I can tell you things.
Everything.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Well, everything I know
About the keep. About the keep. Everything about it.
well, the island it's on, it's mostly just rock around it, and there's a gate on the land part, but they keep it shut most of the time. There's just the one gate for the water. He just kind of like.
Is there any secret way in? Perhaps a sewer?
I don't know.
You're very useful.
Shake him.
You shake him.
I shake him a little bit, yeah.
Preferably upside down.
He goes, I haven't been here long.
All right. More importantly, where are the prisoners?
He says, I don't actually know. I'm not.
Did you see a woman and a Genasi child?
The sort of look of recognition on his face, he says, yeah, they brought them here about a 10-day ago.
Are they still here?
I didn't see them leave.
Hum
All right.
stumbles towards the back of the boat and says, "Let me have him."
Oh. Listen.
I'm gonna drive my little boat in circles around them, just checking the perimeter, make sure no one's coming.
Okay,
Just
sure.
kinda-
You have to imagine that audience as the.
All right. So, can you get us in?
He says, oh no. If they see you, they'll just start shooting. And then they'll raise
What
the
if
gate.
we?
Hey, Zachariel, ask him if there's anybody else out in the waters.
Is there anyone else in the water?
On patrol, there's at least one more, but, they might be clear on the other side of the island. It takes us about, he thinks for a moment. It takes us about, 6 hours to make a rotation.
This fog, is it natural?
He just shrugs. I don't know.
Is Jolliver there?
He says, yeah, he is. He's very mean.
He's gonna die. Don't worry about him being mean.
How many of them are there?
When I left this morning, those of us, as from what I remember seeing, there's at least, DMS account. Oh shit. Oh, that was weird. He says, there's about 20 in all, spread out, people that can fight anyway. Some of them are like
20 in
me,
all?
some of them are higher, in the hierarchy of the cult.
You're in the hierarchy of the cult.
Oh, he kind of like, his face kind of goes red, and he kind of just like looks away. They just kind of took me in.
Okay.
You
Are
can
there
tell-
patrols? How many guards are out at once? When is the shift change?
He says, the shift it changes at dusk and dawn, and if they see you on the outside, they'll just shoot you. They'll
Right.
close.
So if we all pretend to be prisoners, and you stroll up to the gate, you should get in. Yes.
He says, that might work. He starts to, as you suggest that, he kind of, let's see. Tell me, how do you have him, Zachriel? You're just holding him?
I'm holding him. Yeah.
Okay, like you're you got his collar, essentially.
Right now, both hands by the shoulder.
Both hands by the shoulder. He kind of you look in his eyes. They kind of look back behind him, at the not at in the direction of the back of the boat, and he says, that could work.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
What are you looking at?
Give me intimidation.
Hum is pacing on the back of the boat.
Horribly.
So is she
Easy there,
is she
You'll get
there?
your chance.
Well, she can't actually get across, so she's on the back of the boat, just pacing back and forth by the engine.
I see. Okay. All right. With that, he just says nothing really.
Zachriel, bring him to me!
I'm gonna insight.
He's clearly not telling you, but I mean,
All right.
it's not hard to tell that he is thinking of something and he doesn't want to let you know what it is.
All right. I'm going to grab him by the throat and hold him over the side of the boat. Still feel like hiding things from us?
He says, I just want to go. I want to go. I want out of here.
I will light my other hand up with flame.
His eyes go wide.
I'll start moving it towards him.
He says, I have to think of what he says. He says, if you come in at dusk, no one will be at the gate for about 5 minutes, and the fog clears right before you can see the keep about
There we go.
100 feet away.
That wasn't so hard, was it? And I'll bring the flame right to his face, and then just kind of dispel it, and just pat him on the side of the cheek.
He just kind of.
I'll lay him back in the boat. Satisfied, Hum?
No.
He just kind of.
Okay. Well, I start tying him up.
Okay. You tie him up. He's just shaking and looking at Zachriel and looking at Hum. I'm going to assume that you kind of just moved the boat over here and Hum popped over and all that. Okay.
So why couldn't we just wear the dead people's clothing to get in?
Well, a lot of them
They
are.
should still be on the
kind of
boat.
cover.
A lot of them are in the drink now.
Who dumped him?
Zachariel and I are pretty damn tall as well.
Well, we have a 5-minute window where we can get in at dusk. Do you have any questions for the young man before he is set on his way? I grin at her.
Oh, of
What are you
course
gonna
I do. I'm not gonna do anything as long as you tell me how many are in the hierarchy. Who are we battling besides Jolliver?
Let's see.
It's going to be really hard to swim with your arms tied up.
He kind of thinks. He says, there's a priest, and the one that I was with. There's about 2 of those, and him, and you, the one. I don't think you actually dumped the one that is without armor and has a shield and the shark tooth sword. Not. However, the problem would be there that like they don't have anything hiding their face. But and he says about maybe 10 of them, and then a bunch of noobs like me. We'll say that he says noobs. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Interesting word, this noob. Is this a warrior? Very powerful? As I'm like grouping my boat around.
New.
It's like him.
They're new.
Oh, new. Oh, I understand now.
All right, noob is canonical in this universe.
So
I regret.
he was with the water snake, right?
He was.
More of those?
Any more of those blue eyes?
He mentioned he did in fact say that there are 2 of them. Oh, the blue eyes. Oh, you mean the dude with like the crystal eye?
Yeah.
He says, not that I remember this morning.
Oh,
Why don't you try to remember a little bit harder?
Why don't we jog his memory? I'm gonna grab the rope that I have tied around him, and I'm just gonna start like holding him, obviously, but start moving him towards the water.
There's none of those guys there. I swear. Please.
Okay, I'm satisfied, Zachariah. Oh, wait. Another question. Where we find Jolliver?
He's usually in the main hall, or the great hall. It's the biggest building. That's not a tower. He kind of like thinks about, buildings and how they work.
What is Jolliver?
What? A human.
Does he fight with swords or magic?
He carries around a big hammer, and then he kind of moves his neck a little bit, as if maybe he felt the sting of it.
All right. So, are there any more like you?
Zachariah?
Hmm?
Do you have any paper, Zachariah? Maybe he could draw us a little map.
I don't have any paper, no. I've got a book.
I'm kind of just gripping my boat a little more, like, I have parchment! I should probably get in the boat, shouldn't I?
It's a good idea.
Alright, I pull up my boat, and I kind of kick in. Sorry, I was having fun doing circles. I bring out my little journal that I've been writing all the symbols in, and I hand it over to him.
Draw us a map.
So...
I get his mouth quill ready.
How am I gonna do this? Alright, here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a new page. I will bring you guys to the page. I will grab the one handout so that I don't have to draw everything. This looks familiar. Sure.
Can I actually show him that and see if he could give me more details?
Absolutely.
I kind of flip over to the page and I say, perhaps he can fill in some, more details regarding our current map.
So
I think he would like to do that.
He draws a building. Oh boy. Well, he's shaking, so he draws a shitty looking building here. And then he draws a circle here. And then he says he points to he draws a weird thing here. He says, and there's this sort of this balcony here. But but I haven't ever actually been up there.
Where are we in relation to the gate that you are talking about having no guards for this 5-minute window?
Here and here.
And I kind of point off to like the area to the right. Currently, our boat is this way.
He kind of blinks and thinks for a moment. I think you're actually, and he like draws at the edge of the script down this way.
How far away are we?
About with the boat, the boat things. About maybe 2 hours.
What time is it now, Mike?
It's getting, it's in the afternoon, and I'm gonna say for the sake of ease and flow of play that you have enough time to take a short rest before you assault, if you want to time it.
If we can get closer, I might be able to get an eye out on the gate.
He says.
Show me where they post the guards.
He points to the X's.
So only 2 guards?
Well, there's a couple that patrol the walls, at least 2.
So, okay. I think I'm done.
So, on his map, does he identify these as towers?
He starts to talk about there's rooms in this tower. There's like a room, and in this tower there's a room, and then he kind of shudders as he points to this one. Wait a minute. He kind of shudders as he points to this one here, and he says, "Sometimes they take people in there and they don't come out."
You have no idea where the prisoners are?
He kind of shakes his head. I know that there's a bunch of people that aren't really in the cult that work in the Great Hall, but I'm not sure where they keep the prisoners.
I think you've earned your freedom.
And he kind of like, his eyes glow. Can I have a boat and go back to town, please?
What are you gonna do when you get back to town? Join another cult?
No, I'm gonna run.
That's a good idea.
Are you going to abandon all your friends that were abducted and taken into the cult?
When you mention this, he kind of like, he takes pause, and he says,
Why don't you join us in liberating your friends?
I'll get killed.
Well, if you fight with us, I will stand in front of you.
He kind of...
Hum kind of turns her head and looks at Zachariel like, are you nuts?
With her eye, or their mouth kind of open a little bit and like an eyebrow cocked.
Yeah.
Well, you say you were taken here against your will?
Sort of. I didn't have enough to get on by, and they offered a job.
Right.
Slumps his shoulders.
How do you feel about killing people? How do you
well,
feel about killing innocent people? Kidnapping children?
He gets the idea that there's a wrong answer for this, and he just kind of looks away and stays silent.
Alright, he's tied up, I kick him off the boat.
Alright. You kick him off the boat, and he just starts like... And how did you tie him up? Just his arms, or...?
I tied up his arms, just so like his feet are free, but His arms are tied up.
So he's like kicking desperately, keeping his head afloat. And he's like, "No, please!"
I grab the one shielded lady, and I kind of just put her on top of him, and I say, "Nighty night."
She kind of sloughs off of him, and he's just like, "Please."
You've made your decision. Criminals do not deserve to live.
He's going to keep screaming, and I don't want to keep role-playing that, so do you guys start to head out?
I'm not letting him yell out like that. I pull out the dagger and I throw it into his jugular.
Okay, he's dead. You coup d'etat, and he just kind of sinks to the bottom, bleeding into the water.
Every story I hear from them makes me pity them less and less.
Yep, well, loose lips sink ships.
So
Are you happy with yourself?
So what do you guys
I will be at the end of this day, yes.
Right. Well, I need someone else to pilot the vessel.
Different files. Alright. So, what do you guys do?
So I'm going to hold my hands together for a second, and I'm going to cup them, and all of a sudden you're going to hear a small little buzzing noise. So I kind of open my hands, and you see a little blue dragonfly in my hand. So, I need one of you to pilot the vessel.
Alright, well...
Hey, Tobias, you got a bug.
I do have a bug. Please be very careful around it. It's a very expensive bug.
I could pilot it. Would like to tend to some of these wounds before...
Ah, come over here.
So, before you cast a spell, he was being truthful about you have enough time to take a breather before you go into the whole thing. So,
yeah,
if you guys want a short rest, you should do it.
Yeah.
I think that was the plan. We short rest here, someone else flies in, but I have some time, so I was going to have my little buggy guy fly over and check out the gate.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna say that happens because he's a fast little bugger.
He's a fast little bugger, but I'm gonna send the command to just fly overhead of the area and just stay remotely as high as he possibly can.
Okay.
Just on that gate, so when we arrive, I can gauge out the window.
Okay. So just so you know, the range for the sharing your sense with him, it's 100 feet. So you won't be able to sense through him until you're like right under him for a second.
It says I only can telepathically command him. It doesn't say a range for the other bit.
Oh, you're right. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I have to be within 100 feet to give him orders, but if he flies away somewhere, I can change vision the whole time. So you can have him like a sensory spot.
Okay. So you have him like go until he like breaches the fog, and then he gets as high as he can, and he sees. This is what he sees. Actually, I have art. I have art.
Can you roll that d6?
Oh yeah.
Did I get hit? I don't think I got hit. I'm good. I just get my improvise back.
He sees that, but from like an upper angle.
All right.
And that boat isn't really there. He sees the chain gate. He sees that big building is what's probably the Great Hall.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to keep him way high up there, so when we start coming in, I can see there's guards, like the guy was saying.
Okay. So, there are guards pacing back and forth. And so I'm assuming that you guys are going to head to, like, the edge of the fog, just out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sounds great. You guys have your short rest resolved?
Yes.
All right.
Or at least I do. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my shield on my back. I think killing things is gonna be more useful. Right.
I didn't take any damage, so.
Yeah.
I think Zach's the only one that got hit.
Okay.
Are you all the way healed, Zach?
I'm 5 down, but...
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and come and touch you anyways, then.
No, save your spell. I'll just use another hit dice. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, bust them out.
Probably need those spells later. No?
Alright. So you guys get to the edge of the thing, and let me set up some stuff. Okay. Oh, frick. Okay. It's fun.
Yeah. Roommate is the loud person that I am as well.
Move alternates.
No.
I get that mute going. It's just hard on the phone.
No, you're good. Okay.
Your roommate's just talking about how fun it is to. I understand.
I think she's making plans with someone over the phone.
No. Shh.
I'm not sure how I mute myself. I can't do it on my phone, can I? There's a button. Alright, cool.
She's fine.
We're hearing sirens on the ocean.
You can set up push to talk too on your phone. There's an option for that. Okay. So I actually need to make sure that I have the right things up. Big thing gonna happen. Darn. Didn't go as fast as I hoped.
This water combat was.
Now we're definitely coming back and raiding all these boats, right? For all that money, that moolah. Good
Sell all the engines.
Right.
Give me a moment.
Hey, Mike, does this spare boat that we have tied on have an anchor?
No.
Okay.
It has a rope, but that's it.
Does our boat have an anchor?
No.
I guess we'll have to use bodies as anchors. All right.
They're all small, like skiffy boats. They're really not big enough to mandate an anchor, I'd assume.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. So let's see here. So you guys begin your approach. So as you so you're basically, your plan is when you see the guards start to like move away from where they are, you're gonna change, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to fight probably the worst seasickness ever, considering like my sight and my ears are right now in a dragonfly and I'm moving.
Yes. Oh wow! Wait, you can't see where you're going if you're looking through the.
Right. I'm gonna jump over to Dias's boat and.
Oh no! I was on the other one. I just never moved myself.
Oh yeah, how many boats are you dragging with you? Is it just going to be one, or?
I was only thinking the one.
Okay.
It just kind of covers our ass.
Just making.
Unless anyone else wanted to do more.
I think one is fine.
Okay, so you're just
Good
on one.
enough.
All right. So who's piloting?
I am.
All right.
The Shovel Knight is piloting.
Yeah. Okay. So you see the yeah, you see the as you pierce out of the fog and get into the clear sky above you, you can see that the sun is setting almost at your back, and the fog actually like has like a pink cap sort of as the sun begins to set, and you see the guards that are sort of walking, and the gate is wide open, and you start to Zachary, I assume you just gun for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So you gun for it, and you cross through the gate, and you land.
While we're heading in, I'll use an action to put away my dragonfly.
And you see a couple people walking around, and they sort of spot you, and they look a little surprised. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, something's wrong. That's like the third 5 I've had on initiative.
2 weeks ago, all I rolled was crap.
It is actually correct. I just don't know what angry god you've pissed off.
The dice gods. You know
Alright.
how they get.
So I'm
I'll
going
trade
to.
anyone.
Huh?
I'll trade someone.
Oh. No trading initiatives.
I'll trade. Oh, I
That's
wish I
fine.
could.
All right, so you guys hit those stairs, and the boat just kind of like against it a little bit. Carahill, right now it's your turn.
Alright. I will move on to the stairs and just hold a position.
Okay.
Ready and attack to see if they come closer.
Okay. So these two that were walking back, they heard the big bang, and one of them, actually they both go, what the hell? And they call out into the courtyard, "Intruders!" And they start to come down. Actually, they come over this way. And, it's both their turns at the same time. So they're going to take some disadvantaged shots, one at Illyria and one at Tadias. On Tadias is a 15.
They'll miss. I'm a 16 right now.
Yeah, I'm talking about these guys. And on Illyria, it's a 8.
Misses.
Just go ploop into the water. Zachariel, it's your turn.
All right. Am I able? Is the boat up against the dock?
Yeah, you can get off.
All right.
It's like up against the stairs.
All right.
It's simple enough to get off.
All right. I'm gonna get off, and does it look like there's anywhere next to the stairs I could tie the boat real? Like as my action?
Yeah, there is actually. You could probably do that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spend my action tying the boat off.
All right. What are you doing?
I am going to take a disadvantaged shot at these guys.
Okay.
And I miss horribly.
You do miss, unfortunately. These guys go like, what the fuck? And they start jogging over this way. And they can't take any shots, so they're just going to try to dash. Except it's not actually that one's turn, so he's going to come back here. This one kind of rushes down the stairs over here. Oh, you can't see him actually. But this guy rushes this way. That's his turn. Tadias, it's your turn.
Alright, let's measure. Is the stairs difficult terrain?
It doesn't cost extra movement to get up it, no.
Oh, okay. I guess we're doing the same thing where the map is a little bit off on the numbers, or
Nope, it's right.
it's right this time? Alright, so
It should be. Hold on. Let me check.
5,
Yep. Every square is a foot, 5 feet.
15,
Every unit in Roll20 is 5 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna bonus action and dash.
Okay.
30, and then I will chuck one of my daggers at this thing.
Okay. As you get up there, you see one of the longsword shark tooth guys wearing scale mail, just kind of looking at you. Did I? Okay, I did. Go ahead and roll your attack. That is a hit.
Yeah.
And it hurts him real bad. Doesn't seem to kill him, though. And it's his turn. He just runs up to you with the wound from Rezier just kind of like soaking out of him as he tries to attack you. Rolls a 19. And
That will hit.
hits you for 2 slashing.
Ouch.
Alright. This one just kind of this one says looks around and says he says, "Cut them off, don't let them get to the hall." And then they're actually going to dash up here and thrust open the door, and even from where you are, you hear them scream out. You hear them call into the room, "Jolliver, hide! Intruders!" And then they go to shut the door. But that's all they can do. Illyria, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to, I guess, take out.
Your longbow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my longbow, but
You
take
can-
out
Oh no, it's been too long. Sorry, go on.
maybe the. Yeah, I'll take out the guy on the stairs here.
Okay. Alright, you hit. And you kill. We definitely have a Legolas here. Alright.
It's Legolas.
Legolas. Yes.
Legolas C.
Alright. This guy is going to run down to here and dash out to here, drawing his crossbow. That's all he can do for now. Carahill.
Alrighty. Carahill is going to take a few steps forward and shoot at that one there.
Alright. That's a miss, unfortunately.
Alrighty.
Alright. This one comes over here and is going to take a shot at Hum. .22 to hit for 6 piercing. And then his buddy comes and shoots at Illyria for 14.
What was that?
14. Probably
Misses.
misses. Yeah. Alright, so now I think I missed this guy's turn, but I don't care. Comes down here. But that was a dash, so that's all he can do. Zachary, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna run over here and I'll throw a javelin at that guy. Just dash down the stairs.
Alright. That's a hit. You lodge it into his side, and it's "Ugh!" And then kind of glowers at you. Anything else?
That's it.
Hum.
Hum pulls out her crossbow and is firing at this guy here,
Alright.
who just shot her.
That is a hit, I think.
Yeah, I accidentally rolled
Okay,
disadvantage.
that is a hit. 4 piercing. Bad damage roll. But did some hurt. That guy's dead. This guy is going to run over here, and he's going to, take a shot at Carahill. 7 to hit. As you deflect the missile, but not in the cool mechanic way. Tadias, it's your turn.
Let's see. I've got one for me. Yeah, I guess 2 weapons is probably better. Alright, so I will stab in my hand this one right here with Rezier.
Alright. Stabbing in the hand. That's a hit. and he crumples into your dagger, falls over.
And as a bonus action, I can use a light weapon, so I can't throw the body, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna chuck a hand axe, I guess.
All right.
At
Just
this
shot
guy
Carahel?
right here.
Got it.
Yeah. I don't know if we use the mechanic for called shots yet. Is there any chance I can aim at the tuft of dirt that's below him and the edge of this little like hill?
You want to make him?
See if I can like. I want to knock out the dirt and make him slide down. Yeah.
Sure, why not? We're gonna call it. He's got 3/4 cover.
Alright. Hoo-yah.
That works. Roll damage. You need to roll good damage. All right, so you cut out a tuft of dirt, and I'm gonna make him. I'll just make him roll a dex save for this. He rolls a 4, so he just kind of stumbles a little bit, and he kind of falls prone down at the bottom near the water. He doesn't fall in the water, but he's like near it. It's like that. It's like what Anakin looked like in Episode 3, except not fire.
It's over, Rogue. I have the high ground.
So the Reaver in front of the door, like there's a bar on the outside, and they just kind of like shut it, and then draw a crossbow and just walk over here.
Before that happens, can I use the rest of my movement?
Yes, you can. I'm sorry.
I would like to just like kind of back down the stairs a little bit, give myself some cover from the people that are up here.
Got it. All right.
But then I'm good.
You do have cover. Illyria, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to send Valora to take out that guy.
The guy near Zachariel? Which guy? Point
Oh, I thought that the one by Zachariel, he's a little too far, isn't he? Like
yeah,
over
he is.
50? Okay, I was gonna go for the one that fell off.
Okay, sure. So,
So that means that can do pounce, right?
hold on a second. Yes, it can. Let me... There you go. Yep, you can control it now. Yes, it will do pounce. You can move her, by the way. That hits. So he needs to make a strength save. He fails, so he's super prone. But so go and roll a damage, and she can make a bite attack now too.
Does Valor get advantage on all of those?
Yes, she does.
So maybe you might crit on some of them, not want to reroll them, just in case.
Yeah, re-roll the claw. Re-roll the claw.
The craw.
The claw.
Oh, with
The craw.
advantage?
No, just one more, and then take on advantage, and then do the bite attack.
Just
So
in
another
case you
claw?
didn't do make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 6 damage, and then roll the bite attack with advantage. That hits. Roll damage. Alright, she mauls this thing, she mauls this person to death. Ah! And they just... And
That's my girl.
Valora looks back at Illyria with blood on her paws and face, just giving a cat smile. This bandit goes next, comes up to here, and looks from Tadias to Carahel, shoots at Carahel because she has no armor, and crits. Would you like to do anything, Carahel, as this arrow comes at you?
Deflect this missile.
Alright. Deflect.
10 plus dex in my level 4.
Oh, okay, you do it automatically. Haha. This crit was 8 damage, so you deflect all of it.
Oh, awesome.
You can catch it and throw it back if you want to spend that key point.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Dope.
Carahel snatches the arrow. He goes, NANI?
And
Do you catch it with the tail or with the hand?
that's a good question.
Decide later. Roll now.
I'll catch with my hand that is not holding my bow.
Okay.
1 key point, make a ranged attack with the weapon. Sorry, I'm trying to read real quick what I have what I have to roll for this.
I think you just make a short bow attack when you change the damage to whatever his weapon is.
No, it counts as a monk weapon, and the monk weapon has a certain range to it. But for the sake of time, just roll the attack. I don't care about range right now. For this instance.
Roll the attack from my
Please roll the
circle.
attack, yes.
Okay.
Not the damage, the attack.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, he is out of the way.
Okay, that hits. Yep. No, wait. Roll a d4 plus your dex, because that's your monk die. Okay. So you catch it in the air, load in your short bow. It goes what? And then it hits him. Ugh! He's not down yet though. And it's your turn.
Alrighty, and then I will try to strike him again.
All right. That's a hit. And you kill. Excellent. You just catch it out of the air, shoot him, and then draw another one, and then shoot him again. Nice. All right. These guys are going to try to keep taking pot shots at Hum and Illyria. 16 to hit Illyria.
Our AC is 16, so that hits.
Okay, 7 piercing. And then another one to Hum. This one's 7 to hit.
Misses.
All right. This guy is going to run up to Zachriel and try to hurt him with a scimitar. 20 to hit
Hits.
for 2 slashing.
Right.
It's your turn.
Alright, I am going to, as he slashes, I come around with the shovel.
You get a little cut in your arm. You just hit him. And you bludgeon him to shit. Or cut off his head if you want.
I cut off his head.
All right. Hum, it's your turn.
I am with my move and I'll run over her.
Got it. Sorry.
Yep.
It's your turn.
So I'm going to aim at this one again.
All right. That's a hit. Nice. He's not looking good. He's looking very bad. That guy's dead as stuff. Tadias, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go join my companions on the boat. Let's see what range I got going on.
Yeah, because
Out of
these new
range,
bolts
so I
that
will-
I bought just suck.
Couple
I will
more.
bonus action dash to get all the way up on the edge so I can get an attack without disadvantage, and I will just throw the Resealer at... This one was the one that she just shot?
Yep.
Alright, then I'm gonna chuck that in.
That hits, and he goes down.
Wait.
Yeah, 2 HP. This one stays put, readying an attack. Illyria, it's your turn.
I'm going to go after the other one that's been shooting at us.
Okay. That's a hit. And you pierces right through its neck and... Alright. Carehill.
Alrighty. Looks like the only one left that I can see is the one that ran off. So I will give chase.
Okay.
I'll move here and take a shot at him.
And as you move in range, they take a shot at you as well. Oh god. 24 to hit.
That is.
Do you want to do anything? Or it's actually a crit.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So,
You have your reaction again. You can do the deflect missile.
yeah, deflect missile doesn't cost, so I will do that.
Alright. That is enough to actually catch the damn thing.
Awesome. I won't throw it back this time.
but you still use it as ammunition as it is your turn.
Then you can shoot
I'll
it
let
back.
you do that for sure.
Okay, sure thing. Then I will use it as the ammunition to shoot it back.
Nice.
I think that is a Lord of the Rings thing, actually.
It is.
I remember someone catching something and shooting someone with the same arrow.
Yeah. Alright, that unfortunately misses as it kind of pings off of their scale mail.
Alright.
Alright. Zachariel.
Alright, I'm gonna follow suit up over the stairs. I'll actually dash right up to the edge of this building.
Okay. Hum.
I'm just gonna kind of dash up the stairs there.
Okie doke. Tadias.
I was trying to figure out the Q thing, and I accidentally programmed the most ridiculous route ever. So let's do this real quick, and then I will actually move.
Oh god.
Oh no, I was able to drop it. Cool. I was like, how do I cancel it?
Alright,
I was gonna really like zip over the water and stuff. But anyway, 60 feet should be like right about here, and I'm not gonna mess around with it. So I'll use my bonus action, dash all the way up there, and I'm not really within range to do anything. So I'll use an action to dash on top of that and just kind of get behind Zachariel.
Alright.
I was actually gonna use my magic missile.
You can do that.
I think you're in range.
High C, save you some time.
I have one charge.
Okay, just
Didn't you-
remember to
didn't-
use your.
Didn't it recharge when you guys rested in the house?
Yeah, but it only recharges one charge per day.
No, it doesn't.
No, it's a
No.
it's a dice.
It's a die roll.
Oh,
It's a
is
D6
it?
plus
Okay.
1, I think.
Yeah, it's a d6 plus 1. Go ahead and roll that real quick. And then, when was the last time you used it? For the water elementals?
Yeah.
Okay, roll again, because it's been 2 nights. Hello? Okay. So it's maxed out
Yeah,
now.
I was there.
Congratulations. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 charges to Miss Face over here.
Alright. That's a level 2, so that's 4 darts. Roll that d4. Okay, so that's 12 damage. Doof! And she... Alright. It is her turn. And she is going to just kind of step over here, and she's going to take a shot at Zachariel. And you watch as, like, sort of this look of... like, she kind of looks up a little bit, and it looks like she's looking at your hair, and then she kind of smiles and shoots. 21 to hit.
That hits.
9 piercing.
Okay.
Illyria.
Okay. I can't see her from where I am because of the cliff there.
She's gonna have cover, but you can actually target her. She's gonna have a +5 to her AC, but you can still target her. You might hit. Who knows?
Okay, yeah, let's try it.
All right. That is a miss, as it kind of just clips into the cliffside.
I'm going to move though.
Alrighty. Go ahead and do that. Carahill.
Alrighty. Move a tad bit closer. And I'll go ahead and take another shot.
Alright. That is a miss, unfortunately. Pings off of her shield. She's kind of like... I don't know. She's not wearing a shield, but that still doesn't hit. Zachariel. Goes off her shoulder pad.
Oh, noticing like some form of recognition, I'm going to bull rush her. Knock her.
Okay. That's, yeah, you knock her prone.
Alright, and then I come down on her with the shovel to kill.
Alright. That hits. You do not kill,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look good.
I'm just gonna dash forward and get in range so that she can take a shot at Miss Thing here.
At what?
At the lady on the ground.
Okay. 1 sec. Okay. And you dashed, you said?
I don't think I needed to. I could move 30.
Okay. Do you want to take a shot?
Taking a shot.
It'll be disadvantage because she's prone, but you might hit. That is a miss, unfortunately. Thaddeus.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Let's... I'm
prone.
gonna punch her in the face.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I have advantage on it because she's prone.
Okay.
I'm using my unarmed. What's up?
That hits. Describe killing?
Okay, I was gonna do the grapple with the bonus. But yeah, I just kind of just walk up behind Zachariel. I do the very Russian thing. I crack my knuckles and I say, we don't need this one, right? And I just smack her jaw so hard that you see her just neck kind of snap a little bit and fall to the ground.
And light leaves her eyes as she whumps on the ground.
Kind of shake my hand off.
Zachariel, as she slumps to the ground, you look forward and you can see the pair of double doors leading into the Great Hall. We're kind of out of initiative because there aren't any baddies yet. What do you do?
Can I quickly look over her, see if there's any keys, any fancy stuff that might be useful?
Roll a investigation check with disadvantage.
I will do that. Disadvantage.
Thaddeus, when you looked at Zachariel, you would have noticed that he didn't even acknowledge you. He's looking straight ahead.
Straight at what?
He's looking straight at the double doors.
All right. You can't seem to locate anything on her person other than her armor and shit. We're out of initiative. What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna run up to the door.
All right, you run up to the door. Is everyone joining him?
I am going to catch up to them.
All right.
Yes.
Get Laura up here too.
This is going to be a
Looks like he knows where
this
he's
is going to
going.
be a super great place to end tonight. Oh man, I'm excited.
How does this door look?
It looks like you can probably just open it.
Oh, well, I kick it open.
All right, you kick it open. Oh, this is a great place to end. All right, hold on. I'm shaking with trepidation. All right, give me a second. This is going to be weird.
I see you shiver.
Anticipation. All right. So you kick open the door. Oh, I need dynamic lighting. Come on now. Hello. Go ahead and collect. Do me a favor, everybody, and just put your tokens because I'm not going to call initiative just yet, but put your tokens inside, if you please. All up in here. Is Carahill just hanging on the outside?
Yeah, she's kind of keeping watch.
Okay. Excellent. Where's that? Music. The room before you is the Great Hall of the Keep. It is 2 stories high, with stone stairs on both sides of the room, leading up to a stone balcony at the west end of the chamber. Standing before the stairs on each side is a cultist, with the stylized crab shell shields and the shark-toothed longsword. The one to your left is in scale mail. 2 interior doors to the west in front of you, in this case. The walls are painted in a green and blue, decorated with tattered banners showing nautical designs. At the west end of the room, where those doors are, below the balcony, which is more like a mezzanine, if I'm thinking about it, but a large wooden chair sits behind a wide table littered with papers and discarded plates. Leaning casually on the chair is a man with a pale bluish tint to his skin. His veins in his chest and and arms a sickly green. He's pointing up to the balcony with his thumb. A second table, this one long and furnished with benches, runs down the middle of the hall. As you take this sight in, you turn your eyes upward. You see 3 figures standing on the balcony. A Crushing Wave cultist who looks as physically imposing as Tadias, holding a slightly frail, hasn't had much to eat looking woman. He has her fast with her arms behind her back and a long, thin rod of metal with a wicked point held up at her, the sharp implement under her jaw, slightly pressing into her skin and aimed up into her head. Can everybody see that if they scroll to the very left of the page?
Yep.
Oh, hold on, I fucked up. Fuck, hold on. I was moving these guys around before. Here's where they actually are. Damn it. Alright. Standing next to them is a round of the party. He glares down at Zachriel. Alright, Campfire. Stow the spade and listen, or your wife will die in 2 seconds. Floriana, you recognize, cries out, Zachriel! Shut the fuck up! And you see the person holding her drawing blood from her chin. Good. Now that I have your undivided attention, here's the deal, Vitalis. You took 2 of my best men from me a few 10 days ago. And now I'm going to take something from you. But I'm a charitable man, when I feel like it. And lucky for you today, I do. So as you likely should know, I have her, he gestures to Floriana, and your little undrownable rat of a daughter. I'll let you pick one. In fact, I'll let you talk it over with your wife. He takes his hand and he pats Floriana's shoulder, as if she's a friend. And he gestures with his chin, talk to your husband. And immediately, the first words out of her mouth was, Texiara! Come back for me later. What do you do?
Jolliver. You're a betting man. Why don't you fight me alone, one-on-one? And I'll rip that pretty face off you.
He says, I'm not that foolish. If you don't choose now, I will kill her. And you see her kind of like, Floriana kind of struggle in the man's arms. And she kind of just like locks eyes with you, Zachriel. And you get this impression from her that he's not fucking around.
Well, how about you take me? Let them go.
No, that's too easy. I know you're the kind of man who would sacrifice himself for his family. Oh no, I want you to suffer. The man holding her just kind of like jerks her back and pokes the nasty implement into her just a little bit. Floriana's face is pale with fear.
Hum whispers up to Zachriel. I have 5 charges on this magic missile wand.
How far away is the balcony?
It is 60 feet. And even with trigonometry, it's still like 60 feet.
I can grab them. You can stop that guy behind them.
I can.
You better stop that whispering. He sees you, like, talking to each other.
Yeah.
I can't choose.
Zachriel. Please. I know you'll find another way. Shut the fuck up!
I cannot make this
Fine. I'll make it for you.
Alright.
He says, huh?
Oh, go ahead.
He continues and he says, now, I'm not going to kill her, I hope you know that. But I'm gonna go get your daughter. He starts to walk backwards. He turns around, he starts to walk
Does
this
he
way.
walk away from her?
He doesn't walk away from her immediately. He's like standing next to them still, and he turns around, and he says, but... And then you watch as, he like starts to walk toward the hallway a little bit, like he takes like very slow steps, he oh, darn it, where is it? He
As
says,
he turns to walk away, I whisper back to Tadias, "Tadias, go."
Go.
as you do that, he says, you watch, like right before you start to whisper, you watch as you see his body change. His back and his neck seem to grow thick, coarse hairs, and the shape of his head changes. And he looks back as you are about to start whispering to Tadias. But the human face you saw before is now that of a wild-looking boar. But I'll make some modifications first. What are you gonna do?
Action to bring out the wings, bonus action to dash, and charging right in.
All right.
Who's
And
holding the weapon? Because I was going to do something.
Hum is going to shoot all 5 of her magic missiles left.
Who is holding the weapon against my wife?
This guy?
It's the shield person.
Alright, well, I'm going to run, just take a quick dash at the table, jump up, and throw a javelin as hard as I can.
Okay, so as you start to take that step, and as everyone's about to do their actions, and we're going to roll initiative here, and we're going to leave... We'll roll initiative next time, but I'm going to leave you on this. As you all start to move and take your movements, right. You see, as he jokes about making modifications to your daughter, Zachriel, you see Floriana's expression turn from pale fear to a red-hot anger. Her eyes glow a faint yellow light. What the Come on now. A strong current of air swirls and billows about her as she suddenly screams, "No!" And you watch as the muscled man behind her loses his grip on her and is flung against the wall behind them. With elemental air swirling around her, she flies back, winding up her arms, seemingly casting a spell. And Hum, you recognize this spell. She goes back to here, and she rolls her arm back, and a blast of concussive air erupts from her hands. And you watch as Jolliver and the man are flung over here. And that's where we'll end today's session. Next time we'll roll initiative.
Goddamn.
By the way, Justin, I need you to do me a favor.
Yep.
Wait. Please look in Beloved Allies.
Yep.
She's yours now for next time.
Alright.
So thank you everyone for joining us tonight, dealing with those technical difficulties in the early parts. Is everyone good for next week?
Yeah.
Yup.
I might have a new microphone by then too.
Alright. So thank you all for joining me this evening. Good night.
Alright.
Night.